I'm Leah Lawrence.
And I'm her husband, Mitch Lawrence.
And you are listening to the Southern Spirits Podcast.
Oh, it's creepy.
Where I regale my husband with macabre stories. Nope. Fuck. I was trying to be fun, and I fucked it up.
It did not go well.
Let me give that another go.
No. We're good. Let's move on.
Hey, y'all. I'm Leah Lawrence.
And I drink.
God damn it. I was all excited. We were going to be fancy. It was Halloween, and I screwed it up.
Yeah, ask me what we're drinking.
What are we drinking tonight, Mitchell?
Well, since it's Halloween, it actually has nothing to do with Halloween, but we're doing something fun and special. It's not beer, Leah. You know what we're drinking this week? Don't say it, because I got a song. Wine, we a drinking wine. This is Purple Toad Winery Black Peach, produced and bottled by Dawsey Vineyards LLC in Paducah, Kentucky.
Paducah.
12% alcohol by volume. Let's read the bottle. The name Purple Toad Winery originated from the color of your toes when grapes were pressed the old-fashioned way. We combine modern winemaking techniques with old-world knowledge to produce award-winning wines. End quote. What I have to say about it, it is very sweet. They have a little scale. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a scale on the back right here where they classify it as a 4 on their sweetness scale from 1 to 6. If this is a 4, I think 6 is just a bottle of sugar.
Yeah.
Because this is very sweet. That is not taking away from it. It tastes great, but I think it's more of a dessert wine. This isn't a red wine that you would drink like with a steak or something. I mean, it is black peach wine. It's not like a Pinot Noir or something like that. So, caviar, Roseanne bar. I know, Leah, you're going crazy.
No. I would just say I would totally eat that with a steak, but
yeah,
maybe that's the carnivore in me.
I think it is. But I love a good Pinot Noir with a steak or something along those lines. This is more of like, eat this with a slice of pie or something. Drink this with a slice of pie.
See, I feel like a nice, like a marinated portobello mushroom cap, grilled on each side, something super salty to
cut it.
The thing. Like, it doesn't even have to be a steak, just something really umami.
Yeah.
I think would cut that sweetness. So if we're doing food pairings, I'm going mushroom caps on this one.
That's fair. It is very good. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's just remarkably sweet. So if you can find it, they have a few different ones. We only got the one bottle when we went. So if you can find them, I would recommend trying them. Try any other flavors. They have a bunch of them. And our shot in the dark this week, I have another song, Leah. We went and bought some liquor. And that's it. That's all that I came up with there. That's just been in my head all day. I don't know why it has, but this is Sweet Home Vodka, produced and bottled by Sweet Home Spirits in Durham, North Carolina. But this company was founded in Bluff Park, Alabama. They make that distinction. 40% alcohol by volume. Let's read the bottle. This vodka is filtered thrice and distilled 10 times to bring a smooth taste for all walks of life to enjoy. Put Sweet Home Vodka in any signature cocktail to make a good day that much sweeter. And in quote, my personal thoughts on it, the vodka itself is extremely smooth. There's no bite to it when I drink my on ice version of it. You could definitely make a better cocktail than I made because I just put like some strawberry daiquiri mix in and it doesn't really go together, but I can imagine that it's much better. Like, it still tastes really good. So, you know, if you can make a nice vodka cocktail, I'm sure that this would be really good. I gave it a 9 out of 10 on ice, 9 out of 10 with my strawberry daiquiri. I still like it. It just doesn't quite go together. So 9 out of 10 overall. And that's it for the alcohols. We have, we spent about $300 at the liquor store the other day. So we're going to have some liquor coming up soon, which is nice.
Yeah, we haven't had like not previously used liquor in a while. So.
Yeah, correct.
Exciting.
It's been a long time. And also, I will say ahead of time, I had, well, first of all, Steve's about to lick his butthole.
Like you do.
Everybody pause for a second. Nope, he reconsidered. So I had my COVID booster shot yesterday, and I feel fine, but it's very similar to the last, when I had my second round, which made me extremely fatigued 2 days later. And this was just yesterday. And if y'all don't know, the booster shot's a half dose of your second dose. And I'm just really tired. I'm a little achy, but not really. And I'm going to do my best to power through because we missed last week. So,
yeah,
you know, we're here and I am here and I might take a nap. And that's what I should do, is just keep my CPAP over here. for napping because I can't sleep at all if I don't have my
just
CPAP,
completely like mask up while I'm talking, just in case you nod off. It's okay.
Yeah, just like y'all will know when I start to get bored because the mask just slides on. We should do that every episode. Because I fucking snore like a bear. I still snore with the mask, which makes me think I should probably ask him to up that a little
I was
bit.
going to say you should probably get him to change your settings.
But I've always snored with the mask. But
yeah,
I mean, I know I can't sleep without it, and I might die if I sleep without it. So
correct.
Hey, that dog by you needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Tell her.
She's a bad girl, but I love her. She's also a greasy girl.
Yeah, she needs a bath.
Oh, anyway.
If any of y'all out there bathe dogs for a living, stop by. Samus, shut the fuck up. We're in the middle of something.
She's a good lady. All right. Well, we've got some listener mail.
Listener mail.
Listener mail. Yay. So I'm going to go ahead and read the postcards that I got sent, and I'm excited about them. This one is
Did I get any?
No.
You said that you got sent.
Well, I mean, it says both of us, but my name's listed
means.
first on this one.
We know what that means.
Yeah. Anyway, this one is from Walt Disney World. Very cute. I like it. It's got all the Mickey Mouse gang on the front.
Oh.
And this one's, it says, we love y'all. Thanks for watching our pup. Love us.
Okay, now I know who it's from.
It was just from our friends Amber and Leah. You've heard them on the show before, but they went to Disney World for the first time with their entire family, and I think they had a great time.
Yeah.
But also they sent us this lovely postcard, and
we
I'm
watched
excited.
their dog for a week.
Yeah, we got to hang out with their dog Arrow. And
it was like, y'all, if you've ever seen a fucking bird dog, Arrow is like half of a bird dog.
He's
looks
just like you shrunk a bird dog down.
A pointer dog, like he's got the
so
spots
cute.
and everything, but he is like Dobby size.
Yeah,
almost.
he's precious. He's like Dobby on stilts.
Yeah, he's the cutest fucking dog.
He's so cute. He's whiny as fuck,
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say
very
he's
cute.
an anxious little fucker too.
Yeah, that dog needs Prozac or something, but I love him very much. Anyway, and now we have another postcard, and this one's from Ash Cave, Ohio, the Hocking Hills State Park.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, here we go. Nice.
Thank you.
Nice little waterfall scene there. It's very pretty. And here's what it says. It says, "Greetings from Ohio. I picked this postcard up during a recent excursion to scenic Hocking Hills in north central Ohio.
Ooh.
Proof that we're not just corn and soybean fields."
I mean, this isn't exactly proof. This is a spot.
It's just one part of it. I don't know.
First of all.
Anyway, I wanted to get you a postcard from Horse Cave, Kentucky during a recent road trip, but was unsuccessful. Sad face. Love listening to the podcast. Keep up the good work, Elizabeth. In like brackets, it says also Heathcliff the cat from Instagram. And also go look at Heathcliff the cat on Instagram because he's a really fluffy boy and I love him. Yes.
Well,
thank you, Elizabeth, for sending that
and
in.
Heathcliff.
Yes. And I don't know, I think we might have a couple of Ohio cards, but
oh no.
we haven't ever gotten one from that. I've never heard of that state park, and it's a really pretty waterfall scene. Anyway. All right.
Well, I think it's time for me to take a nap. You go right ahead.
Okay. Well, we're going to go into our sassy southern saying of the evening.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's Halloween and it's spooky season. But also, I just, the reason we weren't on last week was because there was a death in my family, and that's never fun. And I'm not great with like funerals and stuff.
Well, I was going to say mostly because it's seeing people you see only once there's a death in the family.
I was going to say, like, if it was a younger, like the person that died was an expected death, and it was, he lived a very, very, very long time. And so it was more of just like a joyful, like, we're glad he's not suffering anymore kind of situation. Yeah. So that's great. But, I don't like talking to people, and every person that this person and I mutually have known for my entire life, like just decides that they need to talk to me, and I have nothing to say to anybody, even if like I'm close with them. I just don't want to talk to anybody on a regular basis, and so
it's like when my mom calls and she's like, "What's new?" and I'm like, "Nothing."
Yeah, like I mean,
nothing. I have nothing to report.
I'm not that person. I don't interact.
Not that. It's just nothing interesting happens to me.
That too. But also all of the interesting stuff that I do, I don't talk to those people about anyway. So, like I said, it was very awkward. And I just, while we were sitting in the funeral, very tiny country church, while we were sitting in the funeral, I was just thinking of all of the different euphemisms that Southerners have for death. Instead of just saying, so-and-so died, it's always 1,000,007 other like polite ways to say Bob died, you know? And so this week I thought I would give you one of the ones that was used very frequently when I was a kid. So the phrase is, so-and-so got called home.
Yeah, I hate that one. I fucking hate that one. Because we heard that a lot recently. And I'll tell you where I've seen it the most recently, because I have seen that frequently. There's this subreddit called Herman Cain Award, and it's just a lot of people. They take out all the personal information every time, but it's just posts and posts from people who are anti-mask mandate, anti-vaccine, all that, and they catch the virus and they die. And all of them is like their next of kin being like, this person was called home every fucking time in those Herman Cain Award posts. Yeah. And oh, motherfucker. And I'm going, no, they fucking died because they were stupid. But that's okay. You know,
like I said, feel good I'm not a huge person when it comes to euphemisms of any sort. If it's going to be a thing, I would rather just call it a thing. And so when I was a kid, I didn't quite understand what the euphemisms around death meant or were. So when anyone said that someone was called home, I legitimately thought like someone called them and said, hey, you got to get back here. And it's like, okay, what happened?
You're a literal person.
I was very literal as a child when it came to stuff. Well, I was very literal as a child when it came to a lot of things. And so, like I said, it was just very like, what?
You know what this reminds me of? The most recent Your Mom's House episode that came out this week. They were talking about how Christina thought that boneless chicken wings literally meant that they took the bones out of the wings and handed you like, you know, the breaded chicken nuggets, basically.
That's not how that works. No.
Right. And then they had to explain it to her. She's like 45 years old. Right?
Look, there have been several things in my life. I can't say anything where I'm just like, oh, that's how that works. Yeah. But so I thought in honor of the funeral that I attended, I would just let you know, if anyone, Southern or otherwise, says that so-and-so got called home, it doesn't mean that they've gone on a trip back to their hometown. It means they just died.
Yeah. So, dead, y'all.
You know, passed away is really normal, or they're deceased. That's pretty straightforward. But called home or went to be with Jesus, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. The little dog is now being a fucking asshole too. He's down here just whining at me.
Alrighty. Well, so I guess I should probably explain to you what we're going to do for our spooky episode of the year. Spooky.
Oh, the one spooky one?
Well, I mean, it's all sort of spooky content, which is why it's kind of difficult to be like uber spooky or anything special, because everything that we're doing is like murders and mysteries and mayhem and whatnot. So, in honor of spooky season, I've decided that I'm going to say fuck it to all of the historical accuracy that I've ever tried to present on this podcast. Yay. Because I mean, well, iffy to start with, but also I like urban legends, I like stories, I like stupid bullshit, and so that's what we're doing. We're doing Leah's favorite Southern urban legends. Yay! And
hold on, let me find applause on here. Oh shit, I'm on the favorites menu. I can't find it.
And to go along with that, excuse me, I have the hiccups from that one. But our Patreon episode, which should be releasing the same day as this one in Halloween, it will be...
I'm trying to search for applause on this app, and my tablet makes noise when you type, so let me just not do that.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry.
So anyway, the Patreon episode, if you are a Patreon subscriber, will be just not Southern urban legends. It'll just be urban legends of all sorts and varieties, and we're going to talk about those, and it's just going to be fun. We're going to have a little spooky time. But I've got like 5 or 6 different little spooky tales that aren't really long enough to flesh out into a whole episode, but or also aren't terribly historically accurate at all, but just stuff that I enjoy. So that's what we're doing today. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So ready.
So today, our very first story of the evening, we are going to Casadaga, Florida, and we are going to be talking about the Devil's Chair.
Devil's Chair?
The Devil's Chair. Do you know anything about Casadaga, Florida?
No, I thought it was a made-up place.
No. So Cassadaga, Florida is a spiritualist town. Literally, spiritualists in the 1900s built the whole place. Well, actually, it's late 1800s, early 1900s. But anyway, they built the whole place, and that's all who lived there at the time. You've got more psychic mediums and just any kind of spiritual practitioner of any sort. That's where they kind of congregated and made their own little society. And there are still today tons of spiritualists, tons of psychic mediums, tarot readers, pendulum swingers, all of the different like divination kind of things that you can do, all of the different practices. That's it.
No, practitioners.
All the different practices that are associated with, new age kind of stuff. All of that's very prevalent down there. So yeah, it was a town that was created and run by spiritualists. But a lot of the original spiritualists that started the town are buried about a mile down the road from Cassadaga in the Lake Helen Cemetery. And there is one particular grave there that has an odd monument on it. And it's this big brick chair. And it's not unusual, really, because there are chairs used as sort of head markers all over the place. It used to be just a thing, sort of like you can sit on the monument and mourn while you're doing it, and so but for whatever reason, when you find these chairs, a lot of the times and all over the country, there are stories and weird things associated with these chairs for whatever reason. But this specific one is known to be the Devil's Chair. And the Lord of Darkness himself is supposed to
in Florida.
reign. Yeah, in Florida.
That makes complete sense.
Where else do you think the devil's going to just hang out? If the devil's got a favorite chair, it's probably going to be in Florida. But he's, enthroned upon this chair in Cassadaga, Florida. Yeah. So there's...
That would make sense. There are often times, I spent a lot of time playing travel baseball in Florida, where I would have thought this is the seat of Satan himself.
Satan's sweaty ball sack is just flapping Florida all the
miserable.
time.
That's what it is. That's what Florida is. It's the devil's hanglow.
Oh, and this chair is just right in the grundle. Sorry. So, according to the legend, if you sit in the big brick chair at midnight, of course, because why else would you be out there? At midnight, the devil will speak to you in your head, which is no thanks. Like, I have enough mental bullshit to deal with. I don't want the devil in there.
Yeah, I have
Thank
ears.
You.
Satan?
Yeah, Satan. You can just whisper. You don't have to be in the head. But anyway, shot in the dark.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the shot ready. Go ahead.
It is also customary to leave the devil a little something something on his seat.
Oh.
So what is the customary offering for the devil himself? Should you bring A, a bag of candy, B, a pack of cigarettes, or C, a can of beer?
Ugh, Leah. This one is really tough. Like, there's no context clues that I could get out of this. So, here you go. Straighten that up, please. Put that bottle back. Excuse me. I'm going to say cigarettes because that makes the most sense. Cigarettes.
You are incorrect, sir. Lucifer, in fact, likes a cold, unopened can of beer. So what you do is you... What?
So do I. Fuck him.
So you place a can of unopened beer in the chair, and then you leave, and the next morning you come back, and all of the beer is gone, but the can hasn't been opened. That's the story. Okay. Is that, like, all of the beer disappears from the can.
Yeah, there's somebody there's a homeless guy out there just shotgunning beers that y'all bring by.
Yeah, but it's not open.
There's a hole in it that you don't see. He's been doing this for a long time. He's got this devil's chair thing working. Bring me one can of beer.
And while you're at it, the devil really likes marijuana. The devil's a fan of bath salts.
All the marijuana will be gone, but it will not be smoked. You watch. Bath salts.
Lord.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. It's Florida, man. I don't know what you're supposed to do here. It could get weird.
Listen, Satan, we need to have a talk.
The devil's just like an old meth head that really likes warm beer.
Satan, everyone in this room loves you. But we're letting you know that we can't put up with this anymore.
Are you having an intervention for Satan?
Yeah, Satan's intervention.
I like it.
He needs it.
Oh, bless it. But yeah, so that's sort of the thing. And I don't know why anybody thinks that like this brick throne is like the devil's chair, because the story behind it actually is that the grave the person whose grave is next to this chair was a woman, just a normal woman who died, and her husband liked to go back to it was built in the 1920s, and the husband liked to go back and like hang out in the cemetery, just grieve her for a while. And he was an old dude and he had bad knees, so he had this like throne, like this chair like built so he could sit and like enjoy the cemetery without fucking his knees up.
Yeah.
Like it's not a Satan chair. It's a my back hurts kind of chair. Like it's a little ridiculous, but
he was literally sitting Shiva.
So yeah, that's the story of the devil's chair.
Well, that was quick, actually.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I've got a bunch of little ones.
Oh, okay. We're keeping going.
Yeah,
okay, so when do we stop to?
I'm going to do, I think I've got 2 or 3, and then we'll do a break, and then we'll do the rest of them.
God, I didn't sign up for all this shit.
I'm sorry. But that's why we're doing little ones, so it's easy.
Hashtag little
So we can keep your fucking attention.
I mean, first of all, you have my laptop because yours died.
Yes.
So, like, I have nothing to do anyway. What else am I going to do? I'm completely wrapped.
I was going to say, you're supposed to be paying attention.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This time I am. Leah, what else can I do? You have my laptop.
So anyway, the next story that we're going to be talking about is also sort of Satan adjacent, but we are going to be talking about Alabama.
We are
this
changing
time.
the company name.
It's not trash adjacent anymore. It's Satan adjacent.
It's going to be perfect for Hartselle, Alabama.
Yeah, most definitely. So we are going to be talking about the Hell's Gate Bridge in Oxford, Alabama, which may or may not still be there.
I don't know. I had a girlfriend from Anniston, which is right by Oxford, and I've been through there, but nothing sticks in my mind anyway. So I
remember hearing this story when I was a kid, but I never went that area because Anniston's kind of out of the way.
It is
from where we are, and it's just not something that I ever went and did. And just to preface this, the bridge is no longer in use. It is structurally fucked, and it has been scheduled for demolition a lot of times, and I don't know if they've actually demolished it now or not. I couldn't find the last record that I saw was one from 2017 that said, yeah, they've planned to demolish it. But like I said, they've planned to demolish it several times before. So whether or not it's still existing or not, I don't know. But here is the urban legend that I heard when I was a kid about Hell's Gate Bridge.
Yay.
Yes. So there's this old truss bridge. It's a little metal thing. It's a bridge over a creek. It's not terribly exciting or fancy. But it was built in the 30s. Just a standard bridge. But the scary part of it is that when you're driving over the bridge, you're supposed to stop on the bridge and look over your shoulder. And if you look over the shoulder out the back window, you're supposed to be able to see the flaming gates of hell at the end of the bridge.
Again, been to Oxford, Alabama.
Can verify.
And can 100% believe that the gates of hell are right there. The entrance to hell could be in Oxford, Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, it makes as much sense as anything.
And then you walk through the foyer, which is like the Alabama-Georgia line, and you get down to where the devil sits in Florida, where his Hanglow is. Yeah, all of this makes sense.
It's tracking for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you look over your shoulder when you're parked on the bridge, you are supposed to see the gates of hell, but it also has another sort of Crybaby Hollow-esque situation minus the baby. So
Cry Hollow.
Cry Hollow, I guess. It's got another sort of element to this. So the story goes that in the 1950s, there was a couple who was out on a date, and they were, driving over the bridge, and they lost control of their car, and the bridge crashed over, or the car crashed over the side and into the creek below, and they drowned. So not great, but they also say part of the legend is if you drive over the bridge and pause your car there, you're supposed to be able to, once it's done, you go across the bridge and finish it, and you'll find wet seats in, like, wet spots in your car, like from where the passengers, like from where the ghosts, the soggy ass sat in your.
Yeah, I was gonna say
sat in your car, soggy ghost ass prints.
You're in Oxford, Alabama, and you have swamp crotch, and that's what happens.
No, but I mean, like, no one else is supposed to be there. Like, it's just random wet spots in your car.
It's just sitting in the car and going, oh, what is that? I am moist all of a sudden.
Yeah, so whether or not, like, they were playing the sea and hell's gates behind you kind of thing, and then they fucked up and hurt themselves, or, whatever. Who knows? But those are the two different stories that are told about Hell's Gate Bridge. But what's actually scary about Hell's Gate Bridge
is the construction.
I was going to say that the construction was very poor, and I think the last time when they closed it down was about 2000, and it had gone, I think in 1992, they first said, hey guys, this bridge doesn't look great. And by 2000, it was basically like this is structurally going to fall apart if you keep letting cars, cross it. So they blocked everything off. It's, at the time, all of the latest pictures that I've seen of it, it has concrete barriers and fencing around it. So you're not supposed to get to it. People do, or did.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's been supposed to be demolished many times, but whether or not it's still there or not, I cannot verify. But like I said, that's one of the stories that I actually did grow up hearing about the local area, and I thought that was fun. So yeah, Hell's Gate Bridge of Oxford, Alabama.
I enjoyed that, Leah.
Yeah,
that was very fun. I like old bridges and stuff.
I do too. I think it's fun, and I think it's really interesting the number of ghost stories that like center around bridges, and whether that's due to the flowing water or just like it's an easy landmark to attach something to, but doesn't move around or get rebuilt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually talking with Leah the other day about like how prevalent the different elements of Crybaby Hollow stories are.
Yeah.
And how there's a Crybaby
story.
Hollow. It's pretty much the same story everywhere. Because we've got one in Hartselle on KO Road. And
don't know that one.
Huh?
I don't know that one.
Yeah. Well, here's a bonus. So the Crybaby Hollow story in Hartselle, it's KO Road. It's out close towards on the highway where the Wabaho is. You go back there. It's very creepy back there, which sure. And
Murder Road.
Yeah. I really think it's hilarious because no two stories about this place are the same, but the story is it was either a wagon or a car. Who knows? We don't know a time period, but either a wagon or a car was crossing this bridge, which is just a concrete slab, by the way. It is not a fancy bridge. It was not previously built up. It's just a slab of concrete across a very small creek.
Not even an arch?
No arch. It is a concrete slab. And the story is that the wagon or the car, plunged off the side, and the baby died in the car wreck, and the lady's like super upset and is crying back in there, and you can hear the baby screams. And it does get super fucking misty back there, I'm not gonna lie, and you're supposed to be able to do the standard Crybaby Hollow thing. You park your car, turn your lights off on the bridge. You're supposed to either put when we were kids, it was you put candy bars on your back bumper, and like they would be like not there anymore after you cross the bridge. Some people would like put baby powder on the back bumper, and you could see handprints in it. I was
going to say that's a common one, because there's one in Montgomery. It's the same thing. If you put powder on your the trunk of your car, you can see the children's handprints. Is another story that's exactly the same, but slightly different elements,
Yeah. So I've only gone and done it once, and it was with a guy that I was attempting to date at the time. That was weird. Anyway, he was the scariest part of the whole thing. So
yeah.
He's just a fucking weirdo. But
I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
but
no, it's fun. You've never met them, but just turns out the place itself isn't creepy at all. The person I was with turns out a little bit weird.
Turns out this is where creepy men like to go. And then they put the hands on the bumper warmth of some sort. Warmth from another source.
Oh, bless it. So that was Hartselle's KO Road, the Crybaby Hollow. So we've got one, and I think everybody else probably does too.
Yeah, they're common.
They are very common. But anyway, so the next story that I actually had planned out is from Mississippi.
Yay.
And I think this is fun because it's like almost a mass hysteria kind of situation, but not really. So, excuse me, it's an urban legend about a disease that doesn't exist. It's called mercritis.
COVID-19. Oh.
No. It's called mercritis.
Oh,
and
sure.
Apparently the story is it's one of those things that got passed around in a local newspaper kind of situation. No one actually, they don't give any details as to what town it happened in or who was actually involved or how it happened. It's just everybody knows someone that was affected by it. You know what I mean? It's like that. And it's very, for whatever reason, the stories were prominent in Mississippi. But according to the legend, you can get this mystery disease by ingesting lead. It has to be a man. A man ingests lead, paint, or lead in some source, which is poisonous, so maybe don't.
This is just lead poisoning.
It's just lead poisoning. But you ingest a large amount of lead, and the disease causes this man to secrete some kind of chemical that causes all of the women in the vicinity to go crazy and start trying to stab people. That's the disease. The disease is this dumbass got lead poisoning, and something in his body is causing all of the women in the town to go and stab people to death. That's the whole thing. And there's still conspiracy theorist people online that say, oh no, it's totally real. It happened. It's really rare, but it totally happened.
There's a lot of stuff. You can find anything online where if you just type in is a woman susceptible to, and there's so much that you can find that people are like, yeah, women are weak.
Yeah,
and this is all you have to do is eat some lead, and before you know it, you have your own army of stabbing women.
No, but they're trying to stab you though, and that's the problem.
Yeah, but it's an army. You can probably redirect it. They become mindless zombies, Leah. You're a woman. You understand.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, so it's this the story is that it first started in some European village, and all of the he accidentally ingested all of this lead, and he gets chased by a ton of women through the village, and he tries to jump into the water to get to keep them from smelling him or something like that. And the women just jumped in too. And all of the women drowned in the water because they were in this mindless rage or whatever.
Yeah. Told you.
And the conspiracy theory story goes that, in the 50s, this happened again in Mississippi. And, like I said, it just went crazy and women went nuts and they started trying to kill everybody. And, that's just one of those weird, ridiculous campfire kind of urban legends that I find
what
hilarious.
Happened was these guys got lead poisoning and had hallucinations of crazy stabby women.
Most definitely.
They're coming for me.
It sounds like lead poisoning, bro.
Sounds like you smoked some meth. And then when everybody's trying to stab me.
Oh, but anyway, that should be our halfway mark in our stories. So if you want to give it a pause and we can go ahead and take a break, we can pause and take a break on our camera, and then we'll be right back with 3 more spooky stories.
And we can feed the fucking dogs so they will fuck off.
Yeah, mostly that.
Good God. Okay.
See you soon.
We'll be back soon, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. It was a nice long break.
Yeah.
Everybody feels good.
Woo.
Steve was a real cock the whole time.
It's because that's his job.
Now he's
That's what he does.
relaxed to look at him.
All right.
He's a good kitty.
He is the best kitty.
Yeah.
Are you ready for our next story?
I sure am. Let's go.
All right. Well, we're going to another graveyard. And
Oh.
We're going to Parkersburg, West Virginia this time. And
Okay.
We're going to be talking about the statue of the Weeping Woman. And you can look up this statue, by the way. It is, a prominent statue in that cemetery. The lady that it's actually a grave marker for, the name on the monument is Jackson, and she is just consequentially related to the Confederate General Stonewall Jackson,
Oh.
just if that matters. But yeah, they are related. And so she was a more wealthy woman, and she died a spinster, and she's just it's a creepy fucking statue. I'm not gonna lie. So the statue is basically it's pretty much a life-size woman that's kind of got her body over like a headstone, and like it's a scrolly kind of thing that she's holding, and you can just sort of see her eyes looking up, and she's kind of got a veil carved over. I don't know. It's creepy as fuck. I don't like it. It's weathered because, it's a very old statue, and it's, out. You know how, like, if you don't clean some of that marble for a really long time, it gets streaked by different minerals and rain, and it's just real...
I don't, but I believe you that is a thing.
Yeah, it's fucking creepy. That's all I'm saying. Don't like it. It was, I think the monument was actually put up in 1928. So at this point, it's almost 100 years old, and it's, like I said, just a really fucking creepy statue. And it is of a woman named Lily Irene Jackson. And she was an artist and an organizer of different, events and arts things and stuff like that. And they believe that she may have actually designed the statue herself. She lived a long time. Like I said, was a fairly wealthy woman. She died having never been married, never having any kind of kids. And like I said, she died, and it just seemed like a fitting thing for her to have this big statue. Because like I said, she was an artist and she was into that kind of thing. But like I said, statue's super fucking creepy, and the legends even started back then as to how fucking creepy this thing looks. And basically people believe that on a full moon the statue sort of walks through the graveyard and sort of is upset over some of the relatives that she lost in the Civil War. She's just like kind of an inconsolable just spirit that wanders around, but it's some people say it's the spirit of the woman that gets up out of the statue, and some people say the fucking statue itself just hops on up and takes a stroll, like you do. Fun. But it's become like a big kind of a challenge thing to go there late at night and see these things. You can find lots of YouTube videos of people
You challenge the statue to a fight?
No, like challenge to like go up and touch it. So you can, weirdly, if you're like pure of heart, this particular statue is supposed to grant you your wish. And she's especially known for if you wish for like pregnancy, if you're a good person, she'll make you pregnant in a year after touching her.
I could make you that deal too.
Look,
touch me, and 1 year from now you can be pregnant too.
Gross.
I don't care if you're a good person or not. We can get this pregnancy rocking. I'll be out the door. We have the same benefits. You don't have to go to West Virginia, is what I'm saying.
But yeah, touching her is supposed to be able to grant wishes if you're pure of heart. But if you're a bad person, or she just thinks you're a dick, she's really bad about like they say that you'll feel her grab your shirt, push you around. She's known to rip clothes. She's the spirit pulls hair. And I got a lot of, when I was reading some of the different comments of people that have had experience there, a lot of them say that they've unzipped, like she's unzipped their pants, which is a little...
Yeah, she's trying to get them pregnant, Leah. I don't think you know how this works.
It's just really fucking weird.
It's that Alabama public school education, back in swag.
Oh, bless it. My mom gave me a copy of Our Bodies Ourselves, all right? I'm educated. I know where things go.
If you want to know where my brain is, I just said back in swag. What the fuck does that mean?
I hate it. Thanks.
I do too.
Ooh, but anyway, yeah, so there have been actually a large number of people trespassing after dark and vandalism and whatnot. So the city does close the cemetery gates after dark to the public because no one wants to see that creepy statue walking around.
Yeah, nobody wants to see you fucking a statue. I'm trying to get pregnant.
Yeah, but a lot of people on the internet have just gone out there and vandalized it and fucked around and messed with the statue just for clicks and views and whatnot, and they don't like that, which no, I don't blame them. So like I said, they've closed that down and they've got guards posted so you don't go and do shit like that. But yeah, is she really walking
impregnating
around
people? I doubt it.
Man, I don't know. I mean, the odds are, if you're really trying, and there is infertility issues and whatnot, but for the average person that wants to get pregnant, touching a statue is really not gonna be the thing that makes that work for you, you know?
Yeah, don't do that.
Anyway, I just thought it was an interesting story, and once again, the statue is genuinely creepy. Like, ugh. Hold on. I'm going to look it up and show you just to get your reaction.
Leah, I'll just look at it. Just tell me what it is. I'll do it over here.
Okay. The Weeping Woman, West Virginia. The Weeping Woman statue, West Virginia. Should bring it up for you.
West Virginia. Images. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's creepy as fuck, right?
Over the top of the thing?
Yeah,
like
that's her. Yeah. She's super fucking creepy, and I don't like it. Most of I really like a graveyard. I'm a fan of old gravestones and statuary and just all of the different stuff that they used to do for graves. I like that kind of stuff, but that lady is fucking creepy and I do not like it.
That is creepy. I don't like it. There are other statues like that. If you Google image search it, there are statues that are very similar in other graveyards with different names on the front, you know?
There are a lot of funerary statues. That used to be a thing.
But
it's really expensive.
The exact same where the woman's draped over the top is what I'm saying, and quote unquote weeping.
Yeah,
you know, that's a weird statue. Y'all don't do that.
Yeah, no likey. Don't put that on me, please.
I promise not to.
Thank you. Anyway, so moving on, we're going back to Mississippi, and we're going to be talking about the three-legged lady of Columbus.
Okay. Is this another two vagina situation?
No, it's not. Surprisingly, it's not like a conjoined or absorbed twin of any sort. It's just
with working innards.
Yeah. So they were working. Anyway, so this is an urban legend that I find very strange and just amusing. So in Columbus, Mississippi, there is a road called Nash Road, and a lot of people just call it the three-legged lady road, but Nash Road is its official name. And what you do on this road, it's another one of those challengey kind of haunty places. So apparently there used to be a church on that road. I've read reports where the church was torn down, so I don't think the church is still there. But what you would do was you would go on this road and you would stop where the church is, and you would turn your headlights off and you would honk the horn 3 times. And at that point, the spectral spirit, I guess, of a three-legged lady would knock on the roof of your car. And after you heard her knock, you're
Don't
supposed
knock on the table. That's going to pick up on the audio.
Sorry. You're supposed to race her to the other end of the road. And apparently the three-legged lady is really fast because of the extra leg.
Yeah, it's like a circle thing.
Yeah,
she's
really fast because of the extra leg, but she also will fuck with your car, so she'll like knock on it and push it around and that kind of thing. And I could never find out what happened if you win the race or lose the race. It's just like, hey, want to play? And she's like, fuck yeah, and like you just run to the end of the road is all that I'm getting out of this.
She
like,
gets you pregnant.
Like, I could never find, like, is there a consequence? Do you get, like, spooky handprints? Like, what the fuck at the end? We just race it down the road. Like, it's fucking weird. But the story, like, there's so many different stories as to why this lady is there and why this lady has 3 legs. It's ridiculous. So one story is that this girl was kidnapped and murdered by a satanic cult, which... okay.
Yeah.
And the mother comes around, finds the body of her child, goes crazy, and like just the 3rd leg is the daughter's leg that she's just carrying around.
Oh, how does it run if you're carrying it?
I don't know. Don't ask me. Mm-mm. In some parts of that story, she sews the leg to herself to like, I don't know, fucking weird. Another story was that like a woman murdered her husband and like, just for whatever reason thought it was a really great idea to just sew one of his legs to her hip, and so like just traipsing down the road extra speedy with a 3rd leg. But like they're all varying tales of ridiculous, like someone was murdered and the next person sewed legs together kind of thing. And like I said, I saw so many different versions of what that story was online that it made me laugh really hard. And I'm just like, okay, can we get a cohesive narrative? Can we get consequences on the race portion? Or is it just like, man, we like to drive without headlights down this street? Like, it's just really weird.
Yeah, that's very weird. I don't like it.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not against it, Leah. Let's not be crazy about it. But
I just find it incredibly amusing.
Just if the lady was carrying just a leg around, that one I really don't like. But for real though,
and
how are you
a child's
running?
leg at that? Yeah. That makes it even creepier.
Which, speaking of, funny revelation happened today. We were sitting eating brunch, and Leah goes, I find it so weird that children's like baby hands freak me out. Small hands. If you're a listener, you know that Leah doesn't like small hands. So she says that it's weird that baby hands freak me out, but baby feet don't. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she goes, there's a baby over there, and I'm looking at his little shoes, and they're just cute.
It was a girl. It was her shoes.
I'm looking at her cute little shoes, and I'm not freaked out, but her hands, I've got a problem with those.
Yeah. It's true. I don't like little hands.
It was very funny. I was like, Leah, I'm going to go back to my Cajun potatoes. You please don't stare at somebody else's baby's feet. Please.
To be fair, it was the baby's shoes. They were really cute. I think, like,
Maybe the children should wear gloves. Is that what you're saying?
I would definitely put children in gloves for that. Mittens would be great. Like I said, I'm not one of those people that gets really into, like, kids, like, baby clothes. Like, some women, like, oh my God, it's so cute, baby clothes. Fine, like baby clothes are cute and whatever, but like that's never been my thing. But if you put baby shoes in front of me, holy fuck, my ovaries are gonna goddamn explode. Why are they so cute?
Oh no, but
the tiny shoes are
Let's see
precious.
if we could just impregnate you with baby feet. Not that way. Not like that's not the tool used. I'm saying that's what comes out.
Just a bunch of feet. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Holy shit. That's so gross.
The little baby shoes are so fucking cute. The little baby socks. And I don't like feet on adults. I don't like adult shoes, but baby shoes, those are precious.
Yeah, Leah doesn't like feet. She likes me to rub her feet.
Yeah, that's great.
But other than that, she's like, feet are gross. I'm like, yeah, they are, as I'm in between her toes.
I mean, I'd rub your feet too. That's fine. But like other people's feet, no thanks. Not into it.
Toe sucking is fucking weird.
Oh,
I don't know why so many people are into it. I've never done it, and I don't think that I would.
I'm not allowing you to, so unless you can stick your own toes in your mouth, that's a no from me, sir.
I'm not going to suck your toes. I'm not.
That is an automatic hell no.
I'm not going to do that, but I'm saying if I'm ever like watching a video, enjoying myself, and then all of a sudden there's a foot in the mouth, I'm like, well, we're getting a new video. I don't care what's going on. I don't care how into it I am.
Look, maybe stop watching that kind of information.
It's not on purpose. It's not listed correctly. XNXX. Fix your shit.
Oh, man, you're telling people way too much about yourself right now. Like a lot about yourself.
No, I said what I'm not into.
All
just
right.
sucking toes. See?
Please stop saying that.
You're not into it either.
I really do not like that. Anyway, yeah, so about that. We're going to continue on because that was creepy to our very last story of the evening.
Yay.
We're going to go to Savannah, Georgia, and we're going to be talking about a statue that you and I saw together.
I love Savannah.
I do too.
It is so much fun.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about the Bonaventure Cemetery.
Yeah,
we're going to tell the story of Gracie.
Is that the little girl
one?
Yeah. Fucking creepy ass statue.
It's a little creepy. And it's fenced off right now just to keep people from touching it because it's become such a popular tourist attraction. But yeah, so the statue that we're talking about is the, headstone of a little girl that died in 1889. So the girl whose grave it is, her name was Gracie Watson, and she was born in 1883 to a W.J. and Frances Watson. They're originally from Boston, but her dad was, a fancy businessman, and he was hired on in Savannah to manage the Pulaski Hotel. And this was a very, luxury, fancy fucking hotel, one of the best hotels in the entire region. And it was a really prestigious position. He made a lot of money doing it. And they lived in the hotel. And, while they were working in the hotel, the little girl got to live in the hotel and run around the hotel and just was sort of like one of those local, everybody knows Gracie kind of things because, all of the rich people in town that stayed there knew her because she was just always there, just a cute kid. Unfortunately, it didn't work out great for her because, pneumonia was a thing and there weren't a lot of antibiotics. So, shot in the dark.
All right. Oh, are we going to work soundboard? What are we doing here? Oh, that was too quick. I'm sorry about that, y'all. The buttons are side by side now. And let me try it again. There we go.
Okay. Shot in the dark. Gracie died 2 days before a holiday of pneumonia. Which holiday was it?
Can I go ahead and guess Halloween?
No. Was it A, Christmas, B, Easter, or C, Thanksgiving?
Oh, Leah, come on, damn it. See, if I could remember, we went almost 5 years ago to Savannah, so I'm not going to remember the dates.
Mm-mm.
But if I could remember, it would help. I'm going to say Thanksgiving.
You're incorrect again. Sorry. It was Easter. So she died in 1889, 2 days before Easter. She had pneumonia really, really bad. They, got all of the doctors that they could possibly afford, and it just didn't work. And not only were her parents upset and heartbroken, the rest of the city was upset too, because everybody knew this little girl. She was well loved by all of the rich, fancy people in town, and it was just kind of just heartbreaking for everybody because she was so young. I think she was 6. And so after...
Not looking forward to this shot.
Huh?
Not looking forward to this shot.
Sorry. So after she died, her father paid a local artist named John Walsh to carve a monument, and it was a life-size sculpture of Gracie kind of sitting at a little stump kind of situation, and it had her name on it and all of that, and it's done, I think it's marble, but it's a sort of a white stone, and it's supposed to, like I said, it's a life-size picture perfect representation of this little girl, and it's just a little creepy. It just, basically after the sad part, I think, and what makes a lot of people still visit this grave a lot is that after Gracie died, her father quit managing the Pulaski Hotel, and he started working at a different hotel, and it didn't last too long very well. He had kind of a mental breakdown, and eventually he and his wife Frances moved back to New England, and they had to leave, Gracie and her grave in Savannah. And so there was no one there left to like visit Gracie's grave. And the parents are buried in New England and Gracie's still buried in Savannah. And so it's like they've kind of left this little girl alone and the spirit is alone.
Aww.
And it's just kind of like a sad thing that,
That's awful.
the ghost tour people really play up in their, stories of this child, and to keep people try to keep her from being lonely, so they bring her little presents. So if you ever go to her grave there in Bonaventure, you'll see it's gated off because they don't want you touching the statue anymore, because it used to not be gated off, and like local college students would rub her nose for like good luck. They thought it would bring them good luck in grades, and it's kind of eroded her nose, and so they had to rebuild part of that statue's nose because of the erosion that happened to it.
Jesus.
Yeah, from people just touching it. So like I said, she's gated off now, but people will still bring little stuffed toys and little knickknacks and flowers and whatnot, and to leave them right at the gate for Gracie to play with. And people say that occasionally you'll hear sort of a child crying from that general area, and you'll look around and there aren't any kids anywhere. People say that you'll see her cry. Like the statue actually like sheds tears, that kind of thing. It's just generally a little creepy.
Another really generic part of any haunted statue stories, like that it cries or something like that.
And they also say that you can see like the ghost of a little girl just running around the headstones and stuff like that out of the corner of your eyes. Like you'll never see her straight on, but like a little girl in a white dress running around kind of out of your peripheral vision, and it's just supposed to be kind of creepy. But I love that graveyard. I would spend plenty of time in that graveyard if it wasn't as balls hot as it was the day that we went.
Yeah, we went in June.
Yeah, it was really fucking hot and humid. But I love that cemetery. Like I said, I love
the Devil's Laundry Room, I believe.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Where we were.
Like I said, I love old cemeteries and I love walking around historical cemeteries. And that one is an absolutely stunning one because of the live oaks and the moss, and it's just beautiful. But yeah, so that is the story of Gracie, and she's in Bonaventure. So if you're ever down there, I highly recommend looking into just a tour of that graveyard because it's really lovely. And you can meet Gracie yourself.
Or out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah. She's not going to like walk up to you and be like, hey guys. Or she might, in which case she would have a great story.
That second shot has hit me. And it's early in the day, y'all. I'm getting ready to watch the Braves in the World Series. And we have to also record a Patreon episode.
Yeah. So we're going to get real fucked up.
I don't know how this is. I'm so tired already.
I'll do the shots for Patreon. It'll be fun.
I'm anyway. A little
iffy. Yeah, I know.
Out at the moment.
you're having like weed paranoia, but it's just the vodka.
I'm not paranoid. I'm just, I don't know. I think it's the vaccine, y'all. I think we need to recall.
Anyway, so all of the sources that I used for that whole section, WeirdUS.com, Only in Your State, MostlyGhosts.com, BonaventureHistorical.com, and AtlasObscura.com.
Oh, this is all of them?
Yes, that's for all of the different sections.
Okay.
So yeah, those were my sources. I hope you enjoyed some of my favorite urban legends and,
I did.
And ghostery. And so I guess we're going to hoist I'm going to hoist my goblet of wine, and you're going to just like not take any more alcohol right now, right?
Oh no, that burp felt really good.
Oh, that's good. Okay, hoist your wine glass too. Mine's fancy. Mitchell's is from the Dollar Tree.
Mine is things that your friends got you for your birthday.
Yeah, from the Dollar Tree.
Ago, from the Dollar Tree. It says it says hooray, it's my birthday. It doesn't say happy birthday.
No.
Hooray, it's my birthday on the
And
wine
mine's
glass.
just a little gold-rimmed wine glass that I stole from my parents.
Yeah, it's not fancy. Fuck out of here.
It's 24 karat gold rimmed. That's fancy.
No, it is not.
No, it legitimately is.
Okay, do the toast.
Okay. Hoist your glasses. You fancy glasses, you asses. Anyway. Halloween is spooky time and the best time of the year. Forget the sweets and candy and just have another beer. I hope you had a ton of fun with these two country bumpkins. May all your dreams be haunted by the ghost of David S. Pumpkins. Drink!
Leah, come on. Come on, God damn it. I'm so upset that you put David S. Pumpkins in it. Y'all want to know why she did that? There's a Saturday Night Live compilation of Halloween stuff. And David S. Pumpkins was on it. Watched it last night in the bed. Leah goes, this sketch isn't funny at all, but it's so stupid and I love it. And I'm like, Leah, that's literally the fucking point of it. That's it. And then she's like, yeah, anyway, I like it. And then in her mind, she's going, I'm going to put that in the fucking toast.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's exactly what she was doing. And now I'm just furious. I love David S. Pumpkins, but I like Tom Hanks. I didn't used to like Tom Hanks because I thought every character he played was the exact same. Like, it's just Tom Hanks in a movie.
Yeah, we've all heard your diatribe about Tom Hanks. I've always liked Tom Hanks.
I still like Tom Hanks. But, I just... anyway, that was it.
Yeah. Well, so that was our toast. That was our show. Hope you have a happy Halloween, and I hope that, you got all the candy you wished for. Yeah. Or however Halloween works.
We hope y'all got some candy.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do the whole outro. Go to the Patreon and do that thing. Go to the store.
I fucked up the intro, so you're just going to fuck up the outro?
I'm not fucking it up because I'm not trying.
Yeah, okay.
I'm actively going. I'm not doing it.
Okay. Well,
go
you
do
can
all the
follow
store.
us on...
I'm going to hit the high points, the points where you can give us money. Patreon, the store. I can give you my Venmo if you would like.
We could set up a Cash App if that's how you feel.
I don't want to do that. Cash App's fucked up. PayPal takes too much of a percentage. I don't like PayPal either. That's about it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, you can also send us postcards. P.O. Box 1743, Hartselle, Alabama 35640. You can, listen to us on YouTube if you want.
Watch us on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, you can listen to... Anyway, you can see our beautiful cat on YouTube if you watch the show there.
He's so well behaved when the camera's on him.
Yeah, he's a sweet boy.
He has almost knocked this open bottle of wine over
several times.
6-7 times.
Yeah, he's a bastard.
Just when the camera's not rolling, it's like he hears the beep and goes, "Well, I better be cute."
He's a coy little kitty.
Fucking asshole.
But anyway, we'll see y'all next time, and we'll see patrons over on the Patreon episode where we're going to continue this fun, progressively more drunk, urban legends romp.
I really might fall asleep in that one.
Yeah, that's possible. But anyway, see y'all later. Bye y'all. That was my line, you ass. Bye y'all.